Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to stop waiting and start receiving. One of the biggest things that's stopping you from getting what you want and stopping you from getting your manifestation is the fact that you're going around talking about how you don't have it yet. Maybe you're talking to your friends or family members about it, maybe you're journaling about it, or maybe you're just thinking a lot about it, but basically what happens when your focus and your attention is on the lack, on the things that you don't have in your life right now, on the fact that you don't have what you want to manifest yet. When you're talking about it or thinking about it, you're just feeding it. You're feeding it your time and your attention, and where attention goes, energy flows. So if you are spending time thinking about it or focusing on the fact that you're lacking something or that you don't have something, then what's gonna happen is that lack is gonna grow and expand because that's what you're focusing on. So if you don't have something in your life, if you feel like you're lacking it, the key is to stop focusing on the fact that you don't have it yet, to stop focusing on the lack. If you think about how things are going right now, if you think about your current reality and you don't like it, maybe you even hate it, maybe you despise your current reality, what's going on in your life right now, then what you have to do is stop thinking about it. If you think about the lack, or if you think about how things are and you don't like it, then you're only gonna get more of the same. So if you're the kind of person who is like, this is how things are because this is how they've always been, then that's exactly the self-fulfilling prophecy that's gonna happen because it's what you believe is going to happen essentially. So in order to cut out the waiting time and to get to where you want to be, what you have to do is instead focus your energy and your attention on what you want, on the life that you want, on what you want to manifest, and focus your mind and your intention on already having it, on already experiencing what you want to experience. And in doing that, again, where attention goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing on that, focusing on having what you want, then it's gonna come into your life. Then you're gonna be able to attract it and cut out the waiting time. And this is what some people really struggle with because it can be hard to like ignore your reality, ignore the 3D. You sound like a crazy person. But everything that is physically, everything that exists physically, all began with an idea. So if everyone always focused on what is, we wouldn't have things like airplanes, right? Because again, back in the day, before airplanes were invented, it was just this crazy idea. And if you were to tell your friends and your family that you were gonna get into like a metal box and fly around in the sky, they would literally be like, you're insane, you're crazy. But the people who believed in it and who nurtured that idea that was once just an idea in their mind, they were able to make it come true and sort of get everyone else to benefit from that. And now we can travel all over the world because of it. So everything that is was an idea before it actually came into reality. Everything that is existed in someone's mind before it came into fruition. So for you, whatever it is that you want to manifest, you can have that too, but you first have to focus your intention on that. And that's why affirmations and meditations are so powerful, because if you say, I am this, I am happy, I am healthy, I am abundant, these are the kind of things that you want to be saying to yourself every day. And you can listen to affirmation videos on YouTube, you can journal, but believing that you are capable of accomplishing the things that you want, believing that you are going to receive what you're looking for, believing that it's already on its way to you, that is the start, and that is how you're going to be able to manifest everything into your life. And the next point that I always talk about is, of course, letting go. And I always talk about it because it's another one that people have a hard time with. And the need to control is understandable, but it can be one of the biggest things that's holding you back, that's creating resistance, that's adding to your wait time, and that is preventing you from getting to where you want to be. So I always say, have your vision, have your visualization, have your meditation session where you visualize, where you have your affirmations, and then whatever actions that is inspired by those things, whatever inspired action comes to you when you're meditating or when you're doing your journaling, when you're writing your affirmations, take those actions, take those inspired actions, and then once you've done that, you have to let go. Life happens whether you are being really controlling about it or not. If you think back on all the times when things weren't going well, and back in that moment, you were probably really worried or really stressed, really anxious, and maybe you just felt this need to have more control over your life. But there's always going to be periods of downtime. There's always going to be periods of high energy and high vibration where things are growing. It's like the seasons when it's winter and everything's dead and you want to like be controlling and bring the flowers back. It just doesn't really work that way. And sometimes animals will even hibernate in the winter because there are just downtimes and there are times to kind of rest and recover. And then after winter, spring comes, and then everything is growing and blooming, and life is very much like that. So whether you want to be controlling about it or not, there's always going to be seasons of growth and then seasons of sort of reflection where things are not really growing as much. Sometimes in the winter or in the fall, like leaves die and trees look like they're dying, but they're really just kind of shedding their leaves. And once spring comes back around, then they're going to be growing new leaves and everything like that. So very similar to your life and your seasons. If you want to be controlling, if you want to force things to happen during a downtime, it's going to feel like you're swimming against the current, and it's just going to make you miserable, and it's going to make you focus on the lack thereof. So instead, what you want to do is just fully embrace the downtimes and just kind of allow whatever lessons that needs to be learned to come in. Let go of that control, because there's going to be seasons and periods of growth whether you are controlling or not. It's like not really your job to worry about it and to be so controlling and anxious about it. Just do your visualization, take your inspired action, and then let go of the results and focus on the energies and the feelings that you want to experience. So we talked a little bit about how if your reality isn't going the way you want, if you're like unhappy with it, if you hate it, then don't focus on it. So instead what you can do is focus on all of the things that are going right, on all the things that you do love about your current reality, and focus on that. When you focus on the love, on the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude that you already currently have in your life, again, it's going to grow and expand. You're going to attract more to be grateful for, more things that's going to bring you joy, more things that's going to make you happy. And going along with that idea, you're going to go back to your affirmations and you're going to say, I am, I am, and you're going to fill that with positivity. Because what we're really good at doing is having negative thoughts, having self-doubt, saying negative things to ourselves, like putting ourselves down. Our brains will kind of do that naturally, and what you have to do is shift that around and train and practice your mind to be positive, to say positive affirmations instead. Because again, whatever you believe in, whatever you keep telling yourself, whatever stories you keep repeating to your friends, your family, yourself, is gonna come true. It is your self-fulfilling prophecy. So your words can really make or break you. It can really trap you in this cycle of negativity, or it can really bless you and bring positive things into your life. So be super careful with that. And I experience this all the time. Sometimes I catch myself, and sometimes friends and family will even point it out to me when they're like, hey, you're kind of not really focusing on basically the glass half full. You're focusing on all the things that's going wrong, on all the things that's causing you pain or anger or stress. And so sometimes you really have to recognize that in yourself, recognize the patterns that you're kind of experiencing, because those patterns are the cycle that you're stuck in essentially. And to break that pattern and to break the cycle, it takes a lot of, I guess, courage and inner strength, because it's hard to admit when we've been wrong. It's hard to pull back and to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, have perspective, and realize, hey, I'm not focusing on the things that's gonna bring me joy. I'm not focusing on things that's gonna help me in any way. I'm focusing on things that's gonna keep me down and make me feel sad and miserable. So what I need to do is shift my focus and shift my attention onto better, bigger, better things that are gonna make me happy and fill my cup and not drain it. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!